Hi, I'm Teacher Kelly Tag, if you don't know me, and I talk about all things teaching online mostly, but also brick and mortar teachers sometimes. Hello, Rebecca. Thanks for being here. Rebecca, did you get this email? So I got an email from Outschool asking me to raise my prices. So their old recommended pricing was $12 to $15 an hour, and now they are upping it to 18 to 20. And if I got the exact numbers wrong, someone let me know. So if you have a half-hour class, that's obviously $9 to $10 for a 30-minute class, whereas the old one was 6 to 8. So let me show you this email. So it was titled Action Requested. So it is not action required. So it is still, they're saying it's still ultimately up to me, but that they want me to raise them. Okay, so your recent pricing analysis you revealed that on average, your class prices per hour are lower than the average Outschool class with enrollments. So their average price range has gone up to 18 to 21. And we've shared the details for different formats, subject, and ages. And we hope this pricing. We strongly suggest you review these market trends and consider adapting your pricing strategy now as our busy back-to-school season approaches. You can change the price of any class, including ongoing classes, anytime. And changes will only apply to new enrollments. So the old people will get to keep the prices unless they unenroll and re-enroll. All right, and then they go into a little more information. So I'm gonna go into that before I give you my opinion. Listening while feeding my newborn. Yes, Rebecca just had a new baby. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. I love your channel, so informative. I try to watch each week. Well, thank you, thank you. Susie, is that your name? There's some other letters after it. Okay, and so they have a little more information about what they expect for pricing as well. And I did read this ahead of time, so I'll paraphrase some or just read the bold. So they're based on trends. So periodically reflect on areas. So here we go, fall 2022 recommendations and pricing by subject and age 18 to 21. One-on-one classes 55 to 60. Okay, so one-on-one classes are different. No matter whatever price you put on there is what you're gonna get because there's only one student. Whereas with group classes, you can get more people joining and then you get more money. So it's a little different situation. Okay, one time 17 to 20, and they're basing this off an hour. So of course, cut this in half if you have a half-hour class. Ongoing 17 to 20, semester 8+ weeks is 18 to 20. I assume that's per week per class. And then they have it by age group. So wow, so they recommend an even higher price for really little kids, 3 to 5. And I assume you have like smaller class sizes for that age as well. And then, by duration and format, 1-to-1, one time, 20 to 24, if it's more than or equal to 30 minutes, and less than 30 minutes, 16 to 20. All right, here, I'm just gonna slowly go through this and let you see, so I don't read each one. They have had to change your prices. Okay, I wanted to read this one, because I have a point that's gonna go along with this. What if changing my prices hurts my business, is what they say. Remember, pricing is only one factor in your business's success. Our suggestions are meant to help you align your prices with current market trends, and you're welcome to experiment to find what works with you. Keep in mind that adjusting your class format, duration, and schedule can also play into it. So then this one, will Outschool give us pricing regularly? Yes. Is Outschool making changes with the 70-30 split? No. So they also have ways to, market your classes if you need to. Susie, yes. Okay, good. All right. So let me first start by saying that like in your family, you love your family, but you don't always agree with everything they do. So I really enjoy working for Outschool. So I'm going to preface that before I say this. I really think that this is a mistake, especially right now. We are literally going into a recession. And what do people do during recessions? They stop spending money on non-essential things. They stop, if it's not food or shelter, clothing, something essential, that's what they're going to cut back on, meaning online classes. And maybe there were people before who didn't even look at price, who didn't care. Oh, better quality is, I'd rather pay more. But now that the economy and everyone has to start looking at their prices and their bills, now they might start to notice. And now that might be the difference between them choosing a lower price class and a higher price class. So I'm really surprised at the timing of this. Outschool, if you're watching, why right now? Why, when we're just about to go into recession, would you be raising your prices? And the thing I like about Outschool is that it is a marketplace, so they let teachers choose, and they've always done like the recommended has been 12 to 15. Now, the thing is, they're group classes, so that doesn't sound like a lot of money, $12 an hour, but if you got a lot of people coming to the class, then that's more money for you. And that's the incentive of the group classes as opposed to one-on-one. I'm not even talking about one-on-one. Yes, with one-on-one, the more money you charge, the more you're going to get. That's different. But with the group classes, the more students, the more money. And a lot of people, if they see a higher price class, they think it's a higher price value. So there is that. But like I said, the timing, the economy right now, you're like, I don't understand this. And also don't forget, Outschool takes a percentage of the amount. So the higher the price, the higher your percentage, meaning that the higher you charge, you're not getting that much more money. So, hey, I don't get it either. Yeah, right now of all times, I could have seen this during 2020. And in 2020, there were more teachers and students. Like their platform was booming. Like I literally was making like $100 an hour. That was nice while it lasted. Not anymore. If you are a parent, would you sign your kid up for minimum $18? So again, a $9 30-minute class. So I did the calculations on this. So I calculated so what you charge, I'm starting with 9. So my class is $9 for 40 minutes, which goes along with the old $9 for 40 minutes is the same as $12 for an hour. So if your class is 30 minutes, then you're with the new system. Now, if you have high prices and you're getting booked, ignore what I'm about to say. Great. I know my friend Brooke, sometimes she watches this later. She has a public speaking class that's doing great. She keeps it only for students so that each one has a turn to talk at $12 for 30 minutes and it books, then keep doing it. It's booking. So if you're not getting bookings though, you might have too high of prices, especially with how many teachers there are on the platform right now. And there's fewer and fewer students and more people are looking at price and have less money to spend. I feel like their old recommendation of 10 to 15 was too low. Most classes were $20 an hour anyway. Right. How are the bookings? That's all I have to say. And I don't feel like it was too low. I actually just talked to someone yesterday who charged $6 an hour or $6 a class for a 25-minute class, and her classes were full. So if you are charging that much and your classes are full, then great. But if you're struggling with bookings and you're charging that much, then maybe your prices are too high. It's already slow on many platforms. Exactly. So it's slow, like, I don't get this. And now you're asking people to raise their prices. Okay, so on a $9 class, after Outschool takes their 30%, you're getting $6.30. So on a $10 class, and don't forget that there is a search. If you go to the Outschool searches, there's a search for $9 and under. Is $7 a class. So you're charging $1 more to the parent, but you're only making 70 cents more. And then an $11 class is you're actually getting $7.70. Oops, sorry, that's $7.70. 30 cents less, charge $1 more. And then at $12, you're getting $8.40. After calculating it out, if you have a $9 class, I compared a $9 and a $12 class. Let's say you have 6 students in this class and 4 in this one. Like 2 of them specifically was like, chose it based on price, just 2 of them. You make more money by charging $9. It's literally, so you get more students. So people are like, charge what you're worth. If I'm making more money than someone charging 12, then I am getting my worth. You're not. This is what makes no sense. And it's harder on the parent. So it makes it harder on the parent's wallet, and you're making less money if you get less bookings, that is. Now, if your classes are booked, or you're the type of person like, I can only teach twice a day and my classes are full, I have small, then that's different. Keep charging it. I'm talking to the people who are like, I'm not getting any bookings and I'm going to charge what I'm worth. I'm not going to charge less. And then I'm not charging what I'm worth. Wait, I'm making more than you by charging less. And you're making it easier on the parents. Like, this is literally simple math, you guys. Yeah. Kids also like more students in the classes, right? It does depend on the class. Like I said, my friend Brooke, if it's a public speaking and she needs to give each kid a turn to talk, then she's got to keep it small. And then I think also parents do look at that too. Like the class is a smaller class size, so I'm willing to pay a little more. A smart girl. Yeah. Like, I'm surprised no one is the math strategy. Yes. So I'm getting what I'm worth. Are you? How are your booking? If you're charging 18 to 21 and you were doing it before the recommended, how are your bookings? That's all I have to say. If the bookings are good, then great. Needing classes like 4 kids rather than 2. Yes. So you literally only need like if it's $1 difference, 1 to 2 kids that maybe chose your class based on price, and then you're making more. And it's less on the parents. So yeah, and then Outschool also went into, how can you market your classes if you raise the price? So now I've got to go and do all this marketing, which is a lot of time on my plate to get more students because I raised my prices. Yeah, I'd rather just spend that time doing other things, and then I get more students because I charge less. Like this. Yeah, this is crazy. All right. Just Outschool the timing. I do think that a year from now, you're going to look back on this and say, oh, that was a mistake. Like, I don't think Outschool's going to go under. Like, they're a big company. But I do think they're going to look back on this and say, this was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that. We lost a lot of students when we asked people to raise their price during an economic hard times. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then there was another email that talked about a couple other things about marketing versus branding. So, okay, so then there's this. So they had a TikTok challenge. They were gonna look at your video, the first 5 people, which I got this on a Sunday afternoon. I was like, I could be one of the first 5. I just checked my email, but then I'm like, I don't even have a video close to being done. What's the chances I'll be one of the first 5? So they're encouraging us to market more. I think they've been doing this a lot in a lot of their emails lately. I really think that now that they've got a lot more teachers on the platform. They can't advertise everybody's classes, and they're asking us to help. I'll think about doing a TikTok video. Yeah, I guess it's going to be a slight learning curve. Okay, then there's this one, branding versus marketing. What's the difference? I'm going to read the more information on this one. And then data insights for educators. And then all of these, which I won't read more of those. But if you are interested, let me know. And if you ask me to, I will. I'm going to read about branding versus marketing and what's the difference. Okay, so branding versus marketing, what's the difference? So which one should come first? So branding, I read this ahead of time so I could paraphrase and not read this whole thing to you. But basically, branding is how someone knows it's your product. Maybe you have like a certain symbol, a brand. And I even think putting your picture in the thumbnail, which a lot of teachers do, is a way of branding. They recognize you, they recognize who you are. But it could be like a symbol of you or your company that you put on every worksheet or everything. It's like with name brand products. Like we know Pepsi by their symbol, Coke by their symbol. And then marketing is like advertising your classes, basically. Social media posts, paid ads, a business website. Which comes first? Branding. So have something where people know your product. Am I perfect at this? Not really. I have my picture on my thumbnails, but I could, I could have like other things. But then marketing is actually going out and like selling your classes. How do I market and brand my classes? Market research, using the Outschool logo alongside your own name or logo. So that would be if like people are searching not on the Outschool site. A branded profile video, amping your educator video. Okay, market. So they have something else you could click on about the P's of marketing, and they have business coaching for free. Okay. Thanks for this confirmation. No problem. Oh, yes. And you on your channel, you did something about pricing, where you talked about how you charge less and get more people. You're making more. Like it's funny people didn't think of this. So, and then, sorry. My thing froze up. If we do our own marketing, we might as well venture out solo, right? Especially for tutoring, because tutoring, if you're going to go out and do your own, I do kind of think with the group classes, I still probably would keep that on the Outschool website, just because even if I bring some people, you'll get other people coming in from Outschool, and they do way more marketing than me. Okay. So to reiterate, with the economy going down, people are spending less, which means they're cutting out non-essentials, which means online classes, or cutting back, or are really going to look at prices when they didn't look at pricing before. And you make more money if you have more students. And I just think the timing is bad, when the economy is going down, to raise your prices. So that's in a nutshell. Let me know your opinion on it and what you're going to do. Are you going to raise your prices via Outschool's requesting everybody or not? So they're still leaving it up to us, which I'm thankful for. Anyways, all right, guys, have a great afternoon. Bye. See you next time.